Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
Right? You watch this. Second Esdras. Yeah, read that.
Return unto the Lord and forsake thy sins.
So God says what we must do. Return unto him. Meaning we got to return to what? Our nationality, return to our heritage, our culture, and our identity. So let me ask you, what's your name? What's your name? D'Anthony. D'Anthony, what's your name? Said. D'Anthony and Said, right? So what's your nationality? What do you call yourself? No, your nationality. Would you be like an African American, black? American, right? Okay. So here it is. So watch this. Watch this. Mark 4, verse 16 again. Because a lot of times when we got to keep the word, you have brothers who want to stop you from hearing God's law, statutes, and commandments. This right here is the devil right here. That he don't want the Anthony to learn his nationality, to learn his heritage, to learn his culture, to learn that he's a God on this earth, that he's a king, that he's an Israelite according to the Bible. He's right there, the Anthony. Don't let Satan try to take you away from God's law, statutes, commandments. You know that you're the greatest nation on this earth. That someone who loves you, they're not going to tell you, run away from God. They're going to tell you, I need you to learn how to keep God's commandments because we want you to see go to the kingdom of heaven. That's how you be in a dark place. Right? Watch this. 2 Ezra 16. Oh, yeah, read that.
Mark chapter 4 and verse 15. And these are they by the wayside, where the word is sown. But when they have heard, Satan cometh immediately.
So you see that? Satan comes when they hear you, where God's word is coming to you. When they say, hey, I am an Israelite. I must change my ways. I need to stop drug dealing. I need to stop killing. I need to stop hating my brother. Hey, married, fornicating, and sleeping with my sister. When these laws start coming out, Satan wants to take you away because he don't want you to change. He don't want you to repent from your sin. So you can gain that power of going to the kingdom of heaven and putting these other nations into captivity. This is why we're out here to show our people who we are, what we must do to get out of the condition that we are in today. So watch this. 2 Ezra 16. Read that.
And taketh away the word that was sown in their hearts.
So that's what he's trying to do. Take away the word that is being sown, that is being taught to you guys. You want to take that understanding away. But this is the understanding that's going to fix the black community. So we look around, we see what? A lot of violence, drug dealing. We look on the news. Our brothers getting killed in the street. It's always our nation of people. Now this is what we're out here to show our people how to change and fix the black community, right? So watch this. Go to 2 Ezra 16 and 75. Because Anthony and said, this is what we're trying to show you. You said that you was in a dark place. You need to get out of that. We'll show that love and find the light, right? Watch this. Read.
2 Ezra chapter 16 and verse 75. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for God is your God.
So the Anthony said, let God be your God. The God who understands and to lead you into God's law, statutes, and commandments. Watch this, Proverbs 6 and 23. Because now we're about to show you the light that you need to pull you out of the darkness. Because watch this, the Anthony, right? That's your friend right there, right? That's your homeboy? So you don't know him. So that's how you know he's the devil the Bible speaks of. Because if you don't even know him, but he's trying to come to you to pull you out of here. He didn't come to you, but he came to you, Anthony, because he's trying to pull you out of here. Because there's something that you're battling that God knows that you need to be pulled out of. Watch
that's right. Read. Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 23. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light.
So the law is the light. That's going to pull you out of that darkness right there. That's the love that you need is God's law, statutes, and commandments. This is what you need to get out of the darkness of drug dealing, smoking weed, cigarettes, fornicating with sisters. This is what you need right here. God's law, statutes, and commandments. Know that you're a God on this earth, you're a king, and you're a priest. This is why we're out to show our people. Don't let Satan try to drive that away from you and take that word, the word of God away from you right here, right? So Watch this. Read that.
For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life.
Because the correction that we give our people to change and fix the community, that is the way of life. Not the things that we've been taught in churches. Because you say you're pastor, right? You're pastor, you've been in church 14 years, but everything we brought out, you never learned that in church, right? So this is why we know who the pastor you need to follow. It's us right here who keeping God's laws, who's teaching you what you must do to change and how to get the kingdom of heaven. So now, Deacon, going back to you, right, to your nationality, because there's a lot of things we don't know. We've been taught that we're black, we're African Americans, we're Negroes, but we're showing our people that we are the Israelites according to the Bible. So watch this. Give me Romans 1:16, because I want to show you something about the power. Because you like Dragon Ball Z, right? And you see them, they turn 2%, they got all this power, right? But now we got to show you what is the power that we need to have. Watch this, read that. Romans 1:16.
Romans chapter 1 and verse 16. For I am not ashamed of the gospel of Christ.
So don't be ashamed of the gospel of Christ. Know that Christ was the white, the black. What color is it? Say white, right? So you say he's black, but he said, Anthony said Christ is white. So read that again from the top.
Romans chapter 1 and verse 16. For I am not ashamed of the gospel of Christ.
No, this is stay away from the Bible. Because when you look at the Bible, they don't see our images. We think that the Bible is the white man's book. We think that God is white. So this is the one thing that we have to do. What's this? Revelation 1 and 1. Because now, Anthony, you said that this right here is Christ, right? But you said that Christ is what? A black man. So now we got to give the Anthony the understanding, because that's confusion right here. You think that he's black, but the Anthony thinks he's white. Watch this. Read that. Revelation 1 and 1.
Revelation 1 and verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
So the Anthony, it says the revelation of Jesus Christ. They're revealing what? They're revealing. So we about to reveal the true image of Christ. Watch this. Watch this. So now, go to verse 14.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So, Anthony, it says his head and his hairs was white like wool. So who got woolly hair? Look right here. Feel your hair. Now, do your hair look more like this? You tell me your hair don't look like this? Yours does, right? Your hair is woolly hair. So you saying your hair looks more like this or more like that? So it looks like this. This is the wool hair. So now, read that from the top again.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So now, Anthony, don't let the phone get you, because that Satan call you again. So this is what we got to show our people, right? So it says his head and his hair was white like wool. So who here got that you see with white woolly hair out of these two depictions right here? These two images point to who got the white woolly hair. Him? Yeah. Where do you see white woolly hair at?
How? Hold on, bro. How?
Nah, but that ain't woolly hair right there. That right there is someone who's drawing the color of this image. He's taking this image from being black and drawing him to be white. So when you look right here, you see white, woolly hair. Watch this. Read on.
As white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
So, hey, sis, how you doing, man?
I'm good.
How you doing? So, right, we going over the depiction of Christ. What do you think Christ's color is?
It's woolly like bronze. His hair is like wool and it's bronze color.
Okay, but the Anthony here thinks that Christ looks like this. So now we got to show our people, show him the understanding of Christ. Watch this. Read that again.
Revelation chapter 1 and verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire, and his feet unto like fine brass.
So it said his feet like unto fine brass. If you see y'all feet right here, I know y'all got shoes on, right? Your feet gonna be like what? The rest of your body, right? So D'Anthony, what color is brass? Green. What do you say? What color is brass? What is it? Okay, brown, golden color, right? Right, so bronze is what? Like a golden brown color, right? Oh, so we got some color to it. Watch this, read.
As if they burned in a furnace.
So you ever cooked anything and it burnt? You ever seen anything get burnt? So you burn anything, what color does it? What does it turn to? Turn black. So read that bottom part again.
As if they burned in a furnace.
So it says his feet look like fine brass as if they burned in a furnace. If your feet is burned, that's going to turn out black. So now, once again, who here looks like burnt brass? So this image. So now, what color is Christ? So Christ is a black man. That's right. The so-called black man. This is why we got to teach our people. Because our pastors, a lot of times we teach that this image right here. This is the image we see in a lot of our churches. So now, yeah, this is why we have to show you that. Right there. Go to Deuteronomy 28:15 because I want to show you your nationality. All right, you got to go, right? So hold on, let's find out. Because you want that power like Dragon Ball Z, right? Yeah, you want that power, right? All right, you want to go. All right, watch this. Revelation 2:25 real quick. Before you go, I want you to listen to this. Revelation 2:25, read.
Revelations chapter 2 and verse 25. But that which ye have already, hold fast till I come. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power.
So God says when you overcome the sin and the lifestyle we live in, drugs, thugs, pain, you overcome your sin, he's going to give you power. What type of power? To do what? Read.
Give power over the nation.
So that's how we're going to get power over the nations, by applying God's commandments and keeping that. And we're going to get that power over the nation. So that power that you see in Dragon Ball Z, God said that power is going to be for us. That's the power we're going to have. Read. Do what?
And he shall rule them with a rod of iron. As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers.
So that's what's going to happen. We're going to be able to break these nations in pieces. Everything that happened to us, all these atrocities, when we look at this, when we see this, it's something like we look at and we're proud that this happened to us. We had no power back then when this happened. But God said we're going to have power to inflict this to them. But we're going to do it much worse. Why? Because they're going to pay double what they had done to us. But it's only going to happen if we keep in God's laws, statutes, and commandments, right? So that's why we're going to show you how to get the power to overcome the nation. You've got to overcome the sin. You know what sin is? What is sin? You said what? The wronging? Okay. Yeah, what's sin? Doing wrong, right? You're not wrong by doing wrong, but let's get more detail of what sin is. Watch this. Read.
1 John chapter 3 and verse 4. Whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law.
So God says whoever commits sin, you are transgressing, you what? Breaking God's commandment. That is called what? Sin.
What is a nation?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models.